Okay, so there is a term called hypergamy that I first heard of when I started watching like red pill content. And if you're not aware of what the pills are, basically it's like blue pill, red pill from the Matrix. You take the red pill so you can understand like how women really are. And then you got other pills like I've heard purple and black pill. And I think black pill is like women only value looks, blah, blah, blah. So no, all of that aside, at first I didn't really believe in like hypergamy. Women always date up. I think Rollo Tomasi in his book wrote about that one, if I'm not mistaken. I tend to believe that men and women are both hypergamous in that case, where men and women were always going to want the best looking girl, and women are always going to want like the best, like maybe like the richest guy or the guy that can provide more safety or whatever it is that they're looking for. Humans are selfish, so we're always going to have our best option or our best interest in mind. However, there are like three main things that women really look for in a man, and maybe four. So like confidence, like if you're a confident man, you're a leader, you provide safety, like she feels safe around you, and then you're also a provider. So I know when we think of providing, we think of money. In today's day and age, having more money, more income is what people think of, but money was not always around, and women still valued like men providing. So like in the caveman days, if you brought home 2 dead lions and then your buddy brought home 1 dead lion, well, you would technically be the better provider because you have more food to feed people. So that is going to be women's hypergamy, is that they always date up. And we're going to talk about how you can use this to your advantage, because I would actually argue what I'm going to talk about in this video is ultimately going to make you like a much better man. And as a man, we are not born with value like women are. Since men value looks, loyalty, and submissiveness, men and women know that a woman's beauty is what men look for, like overall. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. If you like this video, please give the video a thumbs up. You'll help promote it into the YouTube's algorithm. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you're a man right now that's trying to understand women better, I can help you in 60 days or less. There is a link in the description. Watch that video on the next page, and then if you think I can, apply to join the program. I have an application in full transparency because I need to make sure that I can actually help you before I ask you to just join a program, because then if I can't, that's not going to look good on me. All right, so women's hypergamy. So women, they always want to date up. So when like men that preach this say like, okay, you could be doing everything right for this girl, but then if she finds another man that makes more money than you, she's going to leave you to go for that other man. Now, if that girl is emotionally bonded to you and she's in love with you, that will not happen. Okay, because if a girl won't have sex with you unless her emotions for you are there, right? So women value quality in a man, and that's a couple different areas. Like if you have low self-esteem, well, you're not going to be confident. That's not going to be attractive to women, because women are very insecure, and you're showing that you're insecure. And if you're insecure, that's very feminine. Women want a masculine man, and men are direct. They're leaders. They're straight to the point. They are the ones that they guide. Like men are supposed to be like the people that go first. They're the leaders. That's confidence. Is okay, I see a girl, I like her, I'm gonna go and talk to her. That's what men do, whereas women, they might like look at you, look away, or they might like smile at you, but they won't directly come up and tell you, hey, I like you. It's the man's job to do that. That's just a difference between masculine and feminine behavior. Okay, so if you're insecure as a man, well, you lack confidence. So in order to fix that area and use that to your advantage, you're going to want to start learning how to become more confident. And if that's the case, and it's just learning how to go and talk to like more girls. Now, the other areas are like if you need to learn how to be like a leader. I would say being a leader would be just learning how to be more like direct with a girl, and like, kind of leading the relationship in the way that you want. So a leader in as far as like a relationship goes is, again, these are all like masculine traits, like traditional men. Like the leader is like, okay, I want to work here, so I'm going to have to move here. I'm moving the family here because I think it's the best interest for our family. Or I want to go here for dinner. I need you to be ready at this time so we can go. That's being a leader, okay? Or I like you. I'm going to come up and I'm going to talk to you first. Leadership role can just be, like you the way you can look at this, and depending on who you are, you might argue this. Feminism wants men and women to be equal, but historically, men and women have not always been equal. Men have always been above women. So it's your job as the man. Like, the woman just wants to tag along and follow along. Women don't want to make decisions for the most part, unless they're unless they're extremely leftist and feminist, or if they're more masculine. But that's, for the most part, traditional feminine women, they want to just follow along. So like, if you're like, hey, I want to go here and I want to do this, I want you to come with me, that's you being a leader. I don't really know, like, I'm trying to explain this in a way that just makes sense, but you as the man, you're the one that has to come up with the plans, the ideas. We're doing this, we're going here, or I want to move to this neighborhood because of this reason why, blah 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 blah. And like I said, women, for the most part, like, you want a girl that's submissive, that trusts you. She wants to make sure that you, as the leader of the family, you're the one that has everyone's best interest in mind. You make the decisions because that's your job. That's really the only way that I have to explain that. So in order to fix that and use that to your advantage, well, you're going to have to start like learning from other men, or learning how to be more direct, or you're going to have to start learning how to like just talk to women differently. Like, if you're a guy right now that, what's that, like, you ever heard that word, like happy wife, happy life? You're a guy right now, like, you don't want to piss your wife off, because if you piss your wife off, that's going to cause a bunch of problems. Well, listen, if your wife does something that you don't like, you need to put her in her place and tell her not to do that. That's you that's you being the leader of that relationship. Listen, you're doing this and it's disrespectful. You need to stop. So that's like, and again, too, like, if a woman walks all over you, like, if you avoid conflict with your girl just so you don't start an argument, she's not going to respect you. And you can't be the leader of the house if your woman doesn't respect you. So if your woman doesn't respect you, well, she doesn't see you as a leader anyways. So in that case, then, one of the ways that you can improve that, where if your girl's being disrespectful, you need to tell her to cut it the fuck out. So stop doing that, or you're going to be single. I am not going to be with a girl that's going to sit here and disrespect me like that. All right, because women will shit test you, and like, it's called they will test you like that, and they'll do things to try to get under your skin, and they want to see if you have the balls to stand up to them or not. That's just something that women do. Now, is it like, women do these tests whether they're consciously aware of it or not, and that's the annoying part. But from my understanding, women are going to test you like this because they need to make sure that you are the kind of man, the quality man that they want to be with. Like, if she's testing you, she's disrespecting you, she wants to know that you're going to put her in her place, and you're not going to let her walk all over you like that. Because if you're showing her you're not going to let her walk all over her like that, well, you're showing her safety, that you're not willing to tolerate that. You're going to stick up for yourself. And in that aspect, because I know now we're moving on to like the safety part, well, then you're also showing her that you're like, if there's behavior that you don't like, that you're going to stand up to that and you're going to defend yourself. Or like if there's a guy hitting on your girl, for example, like, you're going to be like, bro, that's my girl, get away from her, or we're going to have an issue. Like, you're showing her that you're standing up, you're protecting her. So that's going to be like the leadership and the safety role. So I know I kind of just went on like a little ramble here. But the last one, I think, is the last one that everybody can use to their advantage, is going to be the provider side. And that's just ultimately learning how to make more money and making more money. So let me make this very clear to you guys before I talk about this one, because there's a lot of guys out there that seem to think that, while they see stuff online from like TikTok, or like women want guys that make like six figures, like that women will say they want to do that makes like, like $1 million a month or whatever. And that's what women say they want. But again, remember that example that I gave you, money wasn't always around. Okay, if you came home in the caveman days with 2 tigers and homeboy came back with 1, you are a better provider. So in this case, how you can use this to your advantage is by simply going out and learning how to make more money. If you start making more money, I'm not telling you to like flaunt it all over social media, but in a way you can. Because if you have a bunch of girls online, and let's say you lived in like a 1-bedroom apartment, but then one day you start posting that now you live in like a penthouse in Miami, or that you just moved from an apartment to like an actual house in a brand new neighborhood. So like, I live in a house. A couple years ago, I was in an apartment. Now I'm in a 4-bedroom house by myself. So if you start showing that, like if you were driving a Honda and now you're driving a Mercedes Benz, you're not telling people that you're making more money, but you're showing people that you are making more money. And that's women are going to see that, and they're going to look at you as like, okay, this is a guy that can likely provide me a lifestyle that I don't have right now. So as far as like providing goes, well, women want a man that can be a provider, because back then women nurtured the family, like women nurtured the relationships in the families. They were the ones that raised the kids. They cooked, they cleaned, they fed everybody, but it was the man that went out and brought the money home so they could buy this stuff that the woman needs to provide for the family. The man went out and did stuff to provide, like the food or the money, paid the bills so that he could provide a place to live. So in today's day and age, because we do have money, unfortunately, money is the determining factor on if you're a provider or not. You do not need to be the richest guy. Okay, so let me say this before I finish this, okay? From a societal point of view, it makes sense to tell men that you're not good enough to get a girl unless you go out of your way to start a business and make a bunch of money. You do not need to make a bunch of money in order to get women. I am living proof of that. You do not need to be the tallest, biggest dude in the world in order to get women. I am in a wheelchair. I'm paralyzed, and I've had more sex with girls this year than I can think like any other time. But I've also learned how to become more of a man, and my life has just gotten better in all areas. So like, yes, I can't walk, but that still hasn't stopped me from developing as a man. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you go like, even if you can't make money, there's still other areas. You can learn how to talk to women better. You can learn how to talk to more girls, which will increase your chances of getting a girl. You can go to like, you could start working out and getting like a bigger, fitter frame, so that way you look like you can save somebody. You can go to jujitsu. You can learn how to shoot guns. So that's you're learning self-defense capabilities, or you're getting built like you look like you can be a protector. And if you lack confidence, like that leadership role, well, then you could just learn how to lead, how to become more confident. Learning how to like cold approach girls and whatnot will build that confidence in you. And then as your confidence goes up, you're going to start projecting that more, and that's going to make you more attractive to women, because women look for confident men, because confident men are not insecure like women are. Do you guys see what I mean? If you're doing something to improve yourself, whether it's financially or not, and it's affecting you positively in life, you're always going to become a better man. You should always be working out. Okay, you should, like, majority of Americans, because I'm in Florida, majority of Americans are fat and out of shape. I might be paralyzed, but I have a good upper body. I've had a girl that I was hooking up with recently tell me that she's like, I like you because like you've got like that V taper that I like in men. We get the broad shoulders with like the slim waist like that. And I was like, well, I don't really have a choice as far as the waist goes, but she was like, dude, your arms got bigger since I saw you last too. That's what I mean, is I'm in the gym, I'm working out, so I'm building my body. I constantly educate myself. I've got audiobooks I've been listening to, so I'm always learning how to get better at skills and talk to women. And I've got 2 YouTube channels now that I got going on. I help men understand women. And now my second one is I'm teaching people how to have better social skills. So I'm doing stuff to try to improve my income over time. So as far as like a woman's hypergamy, if they're always going to want to be with the best quality of man that they can get, I'm doing stuff to improve the quality of man that I am. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys in this video. Is all, like I just explained, women look for leadership, safety, and providers, but there's always something that you can be doing in order to improve in any one of these 3 areas and or all of these areas. So if you're a guy right now that's fat and out of shape, start going to the gym. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to get to where you want to be, but starting is better than not starting. If you work like a 9 to 5 that pays you like shit right now, we'll try to start a side hustle or go and try to find a job that'll pay you more money. And then if you get a job that pays you more money, or you start a side hustle that's starting to make you money, you're making more money. So you as a provider, even if you're not making enough to where you can show it, you're still gonna like you're going to be able to do more with girls that want to go out with you. Like if you can only afford to take girls out for like coffee or maybe like a couple drinks, well, now you're like, when I take a girl out, I spend like $100 every single time. To some guys, that might be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But like for me, I don't care. For me, it could be a drink or 2 here, then dinner here, then ice cream or another drink or 2 here. I don't care. It's $100 to me is whatever. That's what I mean is like, as far as like the providing goes, when you make more money, even like I have a brand new E-Class Mercedes-Benz, okay? But that, like, that in itself doesn't mean that I can go out and like spend a whole bunch of money. But if I'm on a date with a girl, like if I go to pick her up, okay, now she's riding in a Benz, great. She can see that I can afford a car like that. I live in a house, great. I live in a house by myself, so she can see that I can pay the bills here. And if I take her out, it doesn't need, no, don't ever go out of your way to spend a lot of money on a girl. But if I want to take her to dinner somewhere, I can take her wherever I want. And regardless of where I'm going, I'm still like, I'm able to give her an experience. I'm providing her things that she might not have for herself. That's what I mean. It's a man's job to be the provider. I try to give you a couple different ways off the top of my head right then and there to explain what I mean by that. Okay, so even if you can't show off that you have a house or a Benz, when you go on dates with girls that will go on dates with you, you can take them to more places, to more fun places. They're going to have a better time with you. That's you being a better provider because you can now afford that. That's what I mean, guys. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And gentlemen, remember, I can help you understand women better, have better relationships or more relationships with them, depending on your goals, in 60 days or less. Click the link in the description, watch that video, and like I said, there is an application because I want to make sure that I can help you. I do not want you spending money joining a program that's not going to help you. So if you want to understand women more, check this video out right here. You're going to love that one as well. Guys, I will see you in the next one.